Hi, this is Adam Kunzmiller with BoardGameGeek at Gen Con 2016, and I'm joined by Clay Ross with Capstone Games, and we're here to talk about Haspelknecht. So what is Haspelknecht?
Haspelknecht is a series. So first of all, this is a trilogy of games centered around the coal industry in Germany. It played a big part in their economy, it still does today. So this takes place pretty much during the discovery of coal in that time frame. So we're talking 16th century. You have some farmland, and there's coal that's been discovered in your lands, and so everybody's trying to extract as much coal as they can throughout the game. And that's the general gist of the game. Everybody we'll be playing through 3 years. Each year is all 4 seasons, and so it's about. You can bang it out in about 90 minutes if you're playing a 4-player game.
Is 4 the max?
4 is the max, yeah. So 2 players would be about 45 minutes or so. So it's a pretty quick playing game. And so, yeah, we just want to dive into some of the details.
Sure, so what are some of the things going on here?
Yeah, so again, we go through all the seasons, and the majority of it will be, this is like the phase marker. So everybody will start by picking from a pool of available action discs. There's 3 different colors. So like the black ones, they'll help you mine coal and get rid of pit water that will appear in your mine shaft. And the more water that you have, you can't extract more coal. Brown gives you wood. As you start extracting more coal from left to right, you need more support beams
to keep your mine open and from collapsing.
Yes. So then you would be able to access the next area and so on. Once you get rid of, this is called the pinch. It's like a little handheld, because this is a coal digger. All he does is he's using a shovel to get everything.
So does each player have one of these boards?
Yeah, everybody's gonna get one of these boards. It represents their farm and their mining grounds. Mm-hmm. Once you get rid of all the pit or all the coal and the pinch, you unlock some new characters. You're gonna have this. Now you have a tunnel and a shaft to access all the coal underneath the ground, and this is where you can score some massive points. You have 2 new contract workers. This coal digger here, he works pretty heavy, and then the Haspelknecht will reel up all that coal. So
awesome.
That's what's pretty cool about that. Now, aside from getting wood and food, you can focus on the development tree. And
so different technologies that help you mine coal more efficiently,
exactly.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, so this is like a tech tree kind of thing. It'll be more efficient, as you said, extracting coal, surviving winter. There's a winter payment phase. Not as bad as Agricola, but if you don't pay any of the individual units.
Not as harsh if you're not able to.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Like so in Agricola, if you take some beggar cards, you're probably going to lose the game. This, you will probably take some debt tokens for not being able to pay those. You're going to still be in the game, which is really cool. But you start at the bottom and then you build up, and it's pretty cool how it works. You unlock new buildings specific to your tableau.
In there, yeah.
And like for example, this one you can burn 2 wood, and it'll generate 2 coal and a victory point. And that's a pretty powerful tile. And you have some other buildings that you can get. You can get an improved worker. So at the end of the game, everybody's player board is going to look completely different, because some people are going to mine more than others. Some people are going to have more buildings than others, but you play through 3 rounds, and that's the end of the game.
And you said this is the first in a series of games?
Yeah, so the second game is, and it's chronologically in release order. So the second game is going to come out next year. It's about shipping coal throughout Germany. And the third game is Coal and Colony. Everybody's familiar with that one, but it's about the consolidation of the mining industry. And so there's all 3 games are significantly different. The complexity is going to go up as we release these games. This game is pretty deep. We're going to release an expansion earlier next year that's going to make it even deeper, and add a 4th round and some extra elements that I don't want to mention yet. But that's pretty much the gist of this whole series. So
all right. Well, thank you again, Clay, for talking to us about Haspelknecht.
Yeah, thanks, Adam. Appreciate it.
All right.
Rocking and rolling.